well, a POV. So since I didn't find any matches to spectate, I decided to create one of my own. So we'll try to discuss what we want and why we do it. Right now we are not looking at Angler Steed, that's for sure. We are looking at Berserker Butcher, most probably. Yeah, that is rough, no magic damage whatsoever. We could potentially do that. That's rough. Or take the steed for hope of getting something else afterwards. Could be something else. I think this is alright for the moment. And if we have a pilgrim, it could be good to have this already. So we're gonna do the Berserker Oathbreaker start. Very safe start.
Not enough going.
And my teammate's going for Violet on 2, it looks like, unless he receives 20 on 1, I presume. We're gonna 20 on 1 with the King Regent, just to make so that early leaks doesn't really matter too much. And he does go for the Bounty Hunter here, so it's good. Growl on Oparocks, that might be an egg. And that could be very good for me. Looks like Denne is going for the Violet anyhow. I mean, it's quite... It's still okay, because he didn't really have anything very good for wave 3. So getting the Violet out is very good for him. And they might think he's 5 worker as well, so that might be a thing, but it might be a safe egg. We're gonna see. So considering that it might be an egg, we're gonna wait on wave 3 to send. If it's not an egg, we'll just go income. If but we need income anyhow with this start. We need to send a 40. So it will be a DT Snell or just a DT, depending of if it's an egg or not. Violet here, he's mostly safe on 3. And that is not an egg, so I'm just gonna go the... Oh well, he does have the polywog in the split, so this means that DT plus Snell can be very lethal for him. So we're gonna try that. Depends on if he does is... well, no matter. If he does this Seraphim here, he still dies. So we're gonna do that. So the idea, we push the DT on the side. Oh wait, we cannot get the... we cannot get it. Well, it's gonna be only a 40 here then. But we do get what we want here, which is the Oathbreaker. I did half a square down here to be good here and on 4. Most crucial waves here. If we receive, we can push 2 without any problem. It is very sad that we're not able to get the 20 out here. Oh. Well, that's not super great for him, I do believe. Would have been better, of course, the DD Snow. It's an OD, okay. We only push 1, it's only a 40. We're still vulnerable next, we need to keep that in mind. Yeah, he's holding because I did not manage to get the DT Snow, but that's quite strange. Normally you're able to do it. Maybe I did a mistake here. No matter. So we're gonna prepare for the wave 5. He's on Sha, so we're just gonna prepare in case he has descent here. And for that we just do 2 Chain Fist here. So it's still fine, we don't get anything here. It's not the end of the world for us. And since he's saving long onto the violet, that means he doesn't have a lot of value. This Seraphim will be exposed due to this polywog, so we're gonna do the Fiend plus Snail here. Still going for income. We don't want to fall too far behind here. We're gonna go for the Butcher. It will help us do better here. And we'll go for the Chain Fist also. I place it like that. Some people could place it like that also. It's just the outset here. It's just because since this half is squared down, it's not a perfect V shape. So we're gonna just sacrifice those two lanes for this block build, and the others are following. Now this is supposed to hold. We'll see how this goes. Good split, bringing everything into the middle. So that the Oathbreakers tank before the Berserker. The Berserker tanks a little bit. The Butcher will tank before the Berserker as well. And that's perfect. That should be a hole. And we're set up for 6 already. This cannot leak. Okay, he does go for the Pilgrim here. That means he's vulnerable on wave 7. So we're gonna go with our teammate here on 7. And here we're gonna push a little bit more than we received. We're gonna check the value before pushing the 9th. Okay. We're not gonna build anything. We're gonna shift to potentially get the bunk here. We can afford to sell some of those. And what we'll do is place the bunk over here. Place the bunk over here so the split goes onto the bunk, and this can tank the main wave. Oh, my teammate receiving a send here is massive. He's gonna be able to push. Now it's the Pilgrim here. Is the Pilgrim exposed potentially? So I think the Cannoneer is the best play here. But Imps could do as well. Let's see how slow the wave is. I am the slowest. I think the Cannoneer is the play to try and snipe the Pilgrim. I think there's a chance that happens. We're just a bit off the bunk, so we're gonna sell one of the Chain Fists and bring it down here. And now we'll potentially receive something here, since normally a Berserker is a prime target on wave 7, so this might lead up to us receiving a send here. So we prepare a worker queue. We're gonna cancel them if it does not happen, of course. Alright, we got our send. Since it's a full send here, we can push quite heavily because we're already strong on wave 8 with the bunk with Eeving. And it's already tanking a little bit, so that's perfect aggro here. Oh, the Kingpin here. Interesting. So, early Kingpin is interesting. I mean, considering the situation, it is a good decision. But, I mean, I'm quite happy to go only income here and not going for Brutes. Brutes could have leaked him, don't get me wrong, but I think it's just better here like that. I'm not sure about the imps on my teammate though, knowing the LD. We're gonna build for 9 here, not afraid here. We're gonna aim potentially for 10. Gonna ask him if he wants 10. Because Oparocks has no tanks right now. So that's why we ask. That send is perfect for me. Alright. I'm not sure I want to push of that one. Since we're gonna go 10, I still want to be good. We got our Berserker already. Even if we got our Berserker, might go for another one, or... Okay, Disciple, that's very good here. We'll let go of the Butcher, we don't need more than that. And we're gonna go for a Disciple here. And we're gonna prepare a Disciple with Steeds right behind here. Gonna sell that later on, and have Steeds all around. So we're gonna have also the purple aqua for extra damage. Now what we're gonna send, we're potentially looking at the ogre here. Only frontline is the kingpin. Yes, there are some devilfish, but the ogre can make quick work of that. And it's a low damage kingpin. Let's remember that. And so once we get rid of them, it's very good. Yep. So we're not afraid. So we're gonna prepare a little bit more. Are we afraid? Don't know. We might be a little bit afraid here. So we're gonna prepare another bunk here. So that bunk will potentially, one of the bunk will not tank, but it will tank for the disciple. So one of the bunk will tank for the berserker, hopefully. Okay, so it's not a full send, but it's very good for us. And we go 12 after that. So one of the bunk tanks for the berserker. Then the berserker will tank, but then, oh no, oh, the oathbreakers are. And now the berserker is tanking, but there's still another bunk here. And yeah, that's gonna be a hold. Okay, nice drag by Tenuki. But he did go for 2 kingpins and still leaks, so that's a win for us. And I'm holding. And I'll be able to cover that. Very close. Very close to be holding that. So now there's a lot of assault. We're gonna go for that. And try to leak them on 12. Since I have 2 bunks with healing, I can go aggressive here. I've got a backline DPS also in the Disciple. I think I want another one though. We're gonna go for the Steeds potentially, or maybe a Purple Aqua? Purple Aqua is good. So it will buff the bunks as well. I mean, maybe more towards the middle here, so it doesn't hinder anything. Because this could be another Berserker for 13, if it goes there. I think he's fine. Gonna be close on 12. That's villain, so he doesn't have to worry too much. For me, I don't know. So I sent to break. So he wanted us to go for income, but I can break him, so... Three bunks with healing should hold us with 2 of those and the Disciple. We did miss some income because I was hesitating a little bit. Like, he wants to extend the game, but we could have finished here. Damn it, the snow doesn't go through. And here we go, we win here. So sometimes even though your teammate says don't go for the break, sometimes you can just have to have faith on yourself and say, yeah, I know I can break that, and you go for it, and you win the game here. Shorter, closing out the game as early as possible prevents any outcome you don't want to. So that was very good in that sense. So, I mean, was there any mistakes here? I think I could have positioned that a little bit further up so that I can get the Disciple out a little bit earlier. And I don't know why I couldn't get the 60 out here. Normally you can. Maybe I was slow on the 5th worker. Who knows? But no matter. It didn't really matter too much here. We were able to punish him. Well, we weren't able to punish him, but he was forced to go for the kingpin early on to prevent his leak on 7. So that is not an optimal KP, which allowed us to leak him on 10. 2 suboptimal kingpins here. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. Also good save from my teammate to go 10 against the Hades and 12 afterwards for the finish. And that's the problem here. Oparocks did have good damage here, but he didn't have any front line to protect it. So a lot of his goal is towards damage. So as long as you delay that damage towards the wave and let the wave do the damage, you're already off into a winning part like he did here. I think it's a little bit missed opportunity here from Denne to not finish on 12, since he said his mate was weak there. So yeah, just a missed opportunity, I think. But well, I hope you like this change of pace, and see you on the next one.